Hello there, beloved Ascension Pioneers. Welcome to my video and a light activation meditation for opening the gateway. And I will read to you from my latest automatic writing on the solar body activation, which is a light body activation. Wow, so many things are happening now in energy. Yesterday I was making a video about the gateways. I was explaining a bit about ascension guides, the pillars versus gatekeepers, and I was referring to you about a certain video I've seen. And after that, after watching that, I was also guided to go outside on the balcony and did a gateway opening myself, although I'm not a gatekeeper. But as the person was referring to, each and every one of us who's guided to try to do that, to go outside, to go out in nature, anywhere we can, and open a gateway. And just, by focused intent, by putting that light that goes directly through us. And I did that. I went on my new deck chair on the balcony. She said we can take some crystals. I just took my little magic wand and my new crystal that I bought recently, Aqua Aura. And basically nothing much. As I did my own activation, felt really strong, the pressure in the head, the energy went straight through me. And I almost was guided to leave the balcony, to leave my stage already at the end of it. Felt really peaceful. I was just looking at the clouds. They were formating a beautiful crystal crisp kind of shape. And I was just wanting to go back indoors when suddenly I look up and there's 3 light ships, in different directions moving. And I remembered, oh gosh, that's exactly what she was saying in the video, that after that we can experience many different things, including being beamed, greeted by light ships. It's kind of like our light family giving us the thumbs up for our preparation for our ascension work. So remember when I was saying that ascension is a choice. It is true. And remember when I was giving to you the explanation about Ascension guides, what this means. If you haven't watched it, watch my previous video, what it means to be a gatekeeper and a pillar. I made also a writing about it. It is on my webpage. Please check it out if you feel so guided. And please, I see this phenomenon, and every time I think about it, I hear this woman in the video saying, oh, get over it, get over it. She was saying that a lot in her videos, and it's true. So many things that arise within people that just kind of makes you think, where the ego still gets involved. So please understand that these things are not labels. Ascension pioneer, ascension guide, light keeper, whatever you are, gatekeeper, pillar, that has nothing to do with labels. There are divine tasks. And a lot of people who are not still comfortable with embracing their power or embracing their true nature of the soul and their purpose here are not really feeling comfortable with these things, with these names. They're just names. Remember, it is not about the name itself. It is about the energy, underlying energy signature behind it. It's so in everything in creation. So why these things are so important now, Spirit is showing me, because we need to proclaim further and further our true divine role, because the more that we do it, the more we are empowered in our state, the more we're empowered in our service to humanity, to this planet, to ourselves. Basically, everything is happening through ourselves, through our own physical vessel. And as much as some people like to believe that we're all one and we're all source, which is true, but we're not there yet. Remember, we are individualized soul aspects exploring this realm of creation now. And a lot of us have come here to offer this unique service in sharing what we already know on a soul level, what we have already remembered and integrated with others who are still climbing up. And this is a natural procedure. Remember, it is merely insane and very silly to think that everyone on this planet now is an equal soul awareness, an equal path. And most are not even choosing ascension. Remember, this is a cosmic event. It is happening either we want it or not, planetary. But it can happen for us as well if we choose so. Also, Spirit is guiding me to not be fearful to talk about these things, because many people who are also Ascension pioneers, which is a term that I coined myself back in 2011, because it's a very neutral world, because of course everybody in their own world and reality is their own Ascension pioneer, and that's why I'm using these words, you see. This is for all those of us who are choosing Ascension, who are only focused on this, who are only focused on serving through our unique energy signature, through what we know, through our own divine wisdom and knowing. This has nothing to do with labels. Remember, which ray you're coming from, whether you're from Pleiades or Orion or Sirian, you have many different multidimensional parts of you coexisting in this moment called now, you know, in this eternal spot of now. But these are labels, because then you're just shifting to one thing that is basically not here. As here, we're humans, but we also have divine roles to play. We have these tasks that we have preset for ourselves before incarnating here. So this has nothing to do with labels, such as labels who do not really empower us, such as light workers and starseeds or whatever. These are labels that really don't empower us, because they still don't tell us what we're here for, what we're doing. Basically, all of us volunteers are here to help raise the vibration. But remember, the vibration is being raised naturally anyway, because it's about the cosmic energies that are traveling through the very center of this universe and beyond. They're coming from the galactic core. We are just serving as these extensions here on Earth as much as we will receive them, and are giving them, sharing them with others, giving this to be amplified so it can be shared with others who are also ready to walk this path if they so choose. Also, I'm being guided to say what my spirit guides told me just yesterday. It is really time. There's a lot of things coming up now that maybe people are still afraid. I have very beautiful friends and companions who are not so much yet empowered in sharing what they know. They're beautiful insights. They have beautiful hearts, but they don't yet feel comfortable. You see, exactly because of this reason, because there's so much judgment when we, who are guides here assisting the humankind, are referring to ourselves, calling ourselves by these divine tasks. They are not labels. This is our dharma. This is what we have pre-chosen to do. This is our destiny. This is our life path. And we each have our own. And without remembering your signature and actually embodying this beautiful soul essence that you are, you cannot move forward on your journey. You continuously seek yourself instead of becoming yourself, instead of embodying yourself. So that is why this is so important. And I am really guided lately so much to really stress this, because there's so many of you now who are ready to awaken. And Spirit has told me, don't waste time with those who are not choosing ascension. Stop giving energy away. Stop giving power away. Stop getting into endless debates and answering the people's dramatic questions about their personal lives, because it's not what we're here for as guides. We're working on levels much more profound than this, which is, there's no judgment in this. It's just what we are doing here. And we each need to be true to this. And the only reason why I'm so bravely sharing this, because remember, not everyone can speak about this, because a lot of us is still in hiding. Because there was a lot of fear associated with that, of not coming out full commando, you know, full frontal, and just being totally naked in front of everyone. Like this man got naked in front of me today when I was going to my river valley. Don't ask me, that's another story. It's kind of a funny one. But you see, it's a symbolism of what we are becoming now. There's still a lot of dishonesty, and that is being disintegrated as the veils are lifting. This is happening now. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because discernment is so important now. Calling yourselves, not calling yourselves as labeling yourself, but stepping into unique divine signature as your task. Of course, we are all way beyond this. We all come from that same I am, and then we also have our individualized presence and our soul, which is the first segment and extension of Source, where we become totally unique and individualized, where we're no longer a group, you see? Beyond that seventh density level of soul, there's much more and much more. But where we are now, we're just getting there. So of course, a lot of us wish to say, oh, but we're infinite beings anyway. Well, of course, but that is one being anyway. You see, in the same way when you say we're multidimensional and people think this is multidimensional, or Polona is multidimensional. No, Polona is one part of this multidimensional self. You have to understand these things from the higher level, because otherwise ego gets involved. And people wish to be all sorts of things, but their energy signature is not matching what they're saying they are. And they're saying, oh, I'm infinite, but they're not doing anything. So the only reason why I'm really guided by Spirit to share this is that you become that beauty that you are, that you accept your divine role, that you take it with full honor, integrity, and truth that you came here to share with the rest of us. So anyway, my beloveds, this was my intro for today's video. Before I will do, we will do the gateway activation, I wish to read you something important for those of you who don't read so much of the articles that I write. This will be typed out as well and posted on my webpage if you wish to also read it later or save it. It's a very simple writing about the solar body activation process that is happening, as I was asking about it and this connection with the spine activation. You know, you might have these tingles running upwards your spine, which is what is happening when these new higher dimensional energies are being activated and anchored into our bodies. But in this writing, I really simply expressed how this is so, what is happening, and why the spine is so important as the element of our body. So I was actually asking about this solar body activation, what is taking place when the new energies are assisting us in this process, and how this is connected with the spine area. And this is the answer that I received. The spine area is like in the tree of life, the root. So therefore, everything that takes place in one's body, with all the new codes of light that are being activated and integrated, go through the spine first. Humans need to begin understanding the nature of their bodies and how they're built in creation by the same divine principles on which the tree of life is based, that are based on the tree of life. The understanding of the tree of life applies to all life in creation. So when we look at the human body and know how it is built, we can apply the exact same sacred geometry and sacred principles of form in this example, the human form in its nature. By the divine principles, how it was first formed and structured, and it was by the principles of the perfected Adam-Kadmon body. You probably have heard this before. So the Adam-Kadmon body vessel, many using this word. The form being created by the ancient creator gods that first source expressions through them, and they built all life by the same life structure principles. The human form was, of course, much distorted later on, during the soul's evolution here on Earth. By the planetary ascension and many ascending humans, this perfected form, the crystalline form, is being brought back to Earth to coexist and co-create with her, the planet Gaia herself. And remember, Gaia is a seventh dimensional frequency. It is a soul essence individualized just as we are on a seventh level. All the influx, the cosmic energies that are being brought right through the very center of the universe and from the very center of all that is, entire creation, enter human vessel through the higher chakras. So they enter the crown area, but basically through the crown, it starts way up through the higher chakras first, of course. So we need to be open. We need to have those levels activated, which is where I need to say that stop just using the seventh chakra system. It is old. You know, it continues to make you believe that you're in this physical body. We're moving to higher chakra system now, 12, you know, and 13, which is the completion of all its source. So the crown chakra, which is still on this template, is the receptor, because you know our human body on this level is still being upgraded, so that's why crown chakra is still important. So this is the receptor of higher frequencies, and then it travels through the vessel into the earth, the human's connection with it, so with the planet. So it goes through the earth star chakra, and when this energy then cultivates through a planetary connection, as this is planetary and physical ascension, right, it moves up through the body again. Up. It travels through the spine, activating all the chakras, especially the new higher chakras, and all the cells. You can visualize the spine as the direct representation of a human DNA, you know, like the symbol that it carries. It's like a spiral, is the spiral of spirit. This energy then travels and radiates out through every major vortex in one's ascending body. It ignites one's being with new light, which then activates the light body, the solar body, more and more, always building up. It is a continuous and ever-expanding process that we must never forget. Through this divine light of the higher frequency, one is open to receiving and embodying more and more of pure source love, which is divine love. So the spine acts like a trunk of the tree, you know, still connecting, referring to the tree of life. always transmitting to every part of the body as it's linking them all together at one root point as well. Even the design of a human spine shows, so it implies to us, this perfect symmetry. Through every energy point, which is like a knot in the spine, energy goes out to feed the other centers that cultivate their own energy and have their very own specific task, like an operation that they carry out, just like I've explained before about us who have different tasks within variation of creation. And at the same time, all of these branches, so like functions of the tree, are being connected at one trunk, while also always linked to the root. This is where grounding takes place with the planet. The perfected Adam-Kadmon body is that of perfectly balanced state of spirit and matter, a perfect representation of a divine being experiencing creation. So matter, as a consequence. Ascending humans are now returning to this state of being the same way as the planet is herself. This way, the higher solar body is being activated, and it's simply and naturally replacing the previous old template. This can be compared to overriding a certain old program with a new version, but in this case, that we also must not forget, this version isn't something new. It is something that always exists there as an option, so it was never gone, so to say. It's never really like that. It's something that we're returning to, but in a new way and form, of course. But when one chooses to physically ascend, they are choosing to embody this version, which then brings forth a completely new experience. The solar flares are also impacting this body grid of humans because everything in creation is based on the principle of polarity. So the masculine and feminine, the solar and the planetary. To the Ascension codes, so the Ascension codes within the Ascension program are being triggered by the solar nature, which is the sun, and then cultivated and integrated through embodiment on the planet, which is Earth. This is the combination that leads to the full experience of life. The sun receives through the sun of all suns, and then it brings, so disperses, these codes of the program to the ascending planet, as all is one anyway. And this is why human beings who are now ascending also require perfection of their solar and physical, so earthly, bodies, an integration of both. This is what physical ascension means anyway. Yes, and so it is. Well, it is very important to also know that through this, our personal vortex, which is like a toroidal field, and everything in creation has the same structure, and everything is built through the same creation principles and through the sacred geometry to these principles of creation. So like an example was shown here through the tree of life. And this way, this is being perfected. You see, this is how we are moving up this spiral, becoming like a new species, so to say. This is important because when we do this, when this is naturally happening, remember it's naturally happening when you choose it on the soul level. This is then empowering and strengthening your personal vortex. And in this personal vortex, you will be prone to receiving more and more of that source light. So you will also have more of divine tasks coming at you because you will have more power from within to deal with them, to take them upon you. Like, for example, this woman shared about gateways. So now, let us do a gateway opening together. You can look at this part of the video separately. You can play it somewhere else. You can take it as a light activation. It will be a shorter one. You can take some of your crystals, you can build a circle. If you're near water, make a circle too. Whatever it is that you feel like. For me, it was just here, in my balcony because I was already being out before. So whatever you wish to do, just know that it's happening through you. You are what is igniting this through your intent and your body, your physical vessel, of course, through your personal vortex, which is your vortex. Through that, this can be open. And as many of us that can do this, the better. Many who have this conscious intent to bring these gateways in and connect them together. So after watching this, I was really guided to do this myself. And for those of you who said, oh, maybe we wish some assistance with this, we don't really know how to do it alone. And since so many of you continuously report how much you enjoy my light activations. So, beloved divine companions, wherever you are, whether you're indoors, can be as well, or out in nature, just sit comfortably somewhere. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Unwind from everything that is around you. And just place yourself in a sacred circle. Draw it around you with a golden light. Breathe in your toroidal field, your personal vortex. Feel how it's feeding you. Feel how your vibration emanates from it. Feel how you are created and creating from it. Feel your power. Feel your source. And feel yourself as divine love. Know that if you're guided to do this, you're perfectly capable and naturally attuned through the guidance of spirit to do this. You have all the tools and skills within you. You have all the gifts, you have all the knowing. It is time, beloved, to utilize them now. So let us, through the sacred breath of calling out the beloved I am, the beloved I am, the beloved I am, let us invoke the higher guidance within those who serve the truth of one, the realms of illuminated truth, all the star families, and our divine assistants who are taking upon these roles and sacred initiatives. Feel yourself surrounded by beings of higher frequency. Feel yourself surrounded by your Ascension team, your Ascension mentors, Ascended Ones, Ascended Masters, Angelics, the co-creator gods, and all those who are assisting the benevolent process of planetary and human ascension. See yourself in radiating golden light, spiraling outwards and inwards, standing right in the middle of a golden flower of life geometry pattern. Through the sacred light patterns, we will now invoke to the power of our beloved I Am, that the gateway that we wish to activate be activated, opened, and fully realized through us, through our very own vessel and personal vortex, right here and now. We take a deep breath in and out. And we feel this strong, like a pillar of light of energy rushing through us. You might see sparks. You might feel tingles. You might feel pressure in the third eye area, or your head, or your ears. Whatever kind of feelings you're sensing, know that is because you're a sentient, sensitive being who is attuning to higher frequencies and who is a gatekeeper at this very moment, who is decreeing that this gateway is running, flowing through you, through source of all life and all creation. Feel your magnificence and feel your power. Don't be afraid to express it, to co-create with it, to weave sacred light patterns through it. Become it, and feel the gateway that is running through you. You're not deciding who is to walk through it. You're merely holding the space. Feel the golden flower of light pattern beneath your feet, now deeply grounding into earth with its golden template and seal. Allow it to seal deeply to the earth's core. And as it does, deeply, deeply, deeply down below, you might affirm to yourself and to all that is, the gateway is open now. I hold the seal. I hold the light. And my diamond shining core hard essence, through purity, can hold this space for this to be manifested. And so it is. Now just feel yourself gently floating through space, observing that there are also other vortices, gateways, and entry points for higher interdimensional frequencies. Connect with them now. Merge with them now. Fusion now. So that the entire earth can be surrounded with the golden flower of light signature and pattern of light. Once all these gateways are open, realized, and connected, now feel the sacred essence inside you and thank it deeply for this divine task that you have just performed. Thank all your divine assistants and helpers and guides. And thank all life in creation, the beloved I am and the source of all that is. Now you can allow yourself just a few moments to bask in the energy of this beautiful gateway that is flowing through you in fusion with your personal vortex. Just feel. And when you think that you're done with this feeling, feel some more and feel deeper. You're one with Source, and one with the planet, existing as the two within one. And through every gateway that we open, activate, and connect, this goes deeper and deeper. And more of interdimensional energy can enter this realm called Earth. Now when you are down with basking into this, with this light, just simply take another deep breath. And then open your beautiful eyes. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt the intensity. Me and this little guy sure did. And I'll be talking to you soon about many more interesting subjects that Spirit is guiding me to address, because it is time and there's no more hiding. Ascension is way underway for a lot of us, and we need to continue to be focused on that. No guilt, no blame, no shame. It has nothing to do with duality, with separation, only with who we truly are. So take care, my beloved Ascension Pioneers, and I'll talk to you soon. So much love.